The FTX CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, was just charged with wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud, and securities fraud conspiracy, as well as money laundering. Yesterday, he spoke on unusual whales in an interview. We made a video about that yesterday. Sam Bankman-Fried has pretty much no idea of what's going on, no control over his company, and he kind of just seems like a gamer who is willing to just say whatever is on his mind. Which leads us into the next point. Why did he get arrested finally right after this interview when he should have got arrested months ago, right? Bankman-Fried himself gave roughly $40 million to campaigns and political action committees, largely backing Democrats during the 2022 midterm election cycle, and he also gave $300K to House committee members investigating him. Now, why all of a sudden would they just arrest him? Are you wondering why I keep saying that, keep reiterating that? And the reason for that is because Sam Bankman-Fried was supposed to testify in front of Congress today. The fact that they arrested him right before just shows that they did not want him to spill some beans about some serious shit. What is going on, guys? AudioSocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today should be a relatively short video, but we do have some important things to talk about with FTX, the token, and AMC, and I wanted to talk a little bit about DRSing, and I think there's two outcomes AMC can have for us to actually have a rip. But first of all, I wanted to touch on this. FTX listed 36 synthetic stocks and minted hundreds of thousands of tokenized shares and may have been used to manipulate the value of AMC shares. In May 2021, FTX offered 36 tokenized stocks, but speculators believe it's questionable whether or not the firm actually held real stocks in the first place. And we know this is right after they hired Citadel to basically run shit around their company. And guys, just to touch on this real quick, I tweeted at Adam Aaron a little bit of a thread regarding the tokenized stock. I'm gonna pin that to my Twitter profile. If everybody can retweet that, that would be amazing. I do want him to see that so Adam Aaron can potentially make moves on this. So we have this article, and then we have yesterday on Unusual Whales, Sam Bankman-Fried coming out and saying, from my knowledge, they're backed one-to-one. But honestly, I don't really have the answer to that question. Let me get a better answer for you. Who would have a better answer than the CEO? Of course, the people running shit in the background who actually want to manipulate the share prices of these stocks, aka Citadel, aka Goldman Sachs, who recently offered to purchase crypto exchanges right after the FTX collapse. Well, I was talking to a guy, shout out pronouns on Twitter, and we have been talking about GTII, the fight with AMC and GameStop, and I said to this at him yesterday, kind of giving a little bit of my take on the tokenized security. So from what I think so far is that the tokenized stock is an updated loophole they needed to use not technically naked shorting, but at the same time not have fails to deliver. You can see when they were issued on AMC, FTDs dropped consistently, 100% utilization was hit, and cost to borrow started to rise. These tokenized stocks can be infinitely created with no cap, and what this does is quote-unquote glitches brokers to think there are still extra shares to be bought/sold within the given company, allowing unlimited shorting and lowering the cost to borrow fees. They have more cash than retail, so the goal here is to push the company bankrupt. Otherwise, they'll be wiped into bankruptcy by us squeezing the play, if this play kicked off fairly along with GTII and other plays. It is a solid goal for any institution and just another way for institutions to overpower retail again. In my opinion, if the SEC does not step in, we have two outcomes. One, which is less likely, are margin calls. And if that were to occur, I would say we needed some sort of a market crash or maybe a market pump, but leaning more towards a market crash, which doesn't seem like we are going to see. We'll touch on that in a minute. And number two, 100% of the free float gets direct registered, which would be hard. Now, there has been a lot of talk about DRSing your AMC shares. If these tokens can be created infinitely, if the SEC doesn't step in, if Gary Gensler doesn't step in, which there is a chance that the SEC might step in, because we have these numbers, 8 quadrillion AMC tokens on one platform, all being sold, and then you have these articles coming out that they may have synthetically pushed AMC's value down, yada yada yada. But if that doesn't occur, the second outcome, 100% of the free float being DRS, is the only thing I see happening, which would be hard. And the reason for that is because if these tokens can be unlimitedly issued, infinitely issued to short the stock down, that means even if 99% of the free float of AMC were DRS'd, it wouldn't really change a thing, because spread across these platforms, tons more of AMC can just be issued to short, to short, to short, to short, to short, until 100% of the free float is DRS. So I do see those two outcomes. Let me know down in the comments down below your thoughts on this. I wanted to touch on two little minor things real quick before we get into the charts, and that is Binance has endured 902 million of net outflows in the past 24 hours, which is crazy. And breaking news, Chinese police arrest 63 people accused of laundering 1.7 billion in cryptocurrency via Tether stablecoin. All right, guys, so CPI data came out today, and rate hikes, I believe, come out tomorrow. CPI was expected, right? The consensus was a 7.3%. We got a 7.1. This is good. This means that inflation is dropping across the board, and this caused the market to have a rally, right? A little bit of a rally. We kind of broke out of this trend line, but we got smacked right back down. We came all the way up to 409 and then got smacked down to 400 flat. So if you guys traded that, you're an absolute savage. But the SPY didn't get a necessarily full breakout that I'm expecting. If we raise rates tomorrow by 0.75 or more, that is just going to tank the market, in my opinion. Now, I don't say the bear rally's over, the bear market rally is over, the market correction, the market crash, whatever you want to call it, until we break 420 and then have confirmation breaking over 433 on the SPY. I know those are large numbers, but in my opinion, I do have to see the SPY slowly start to climb for us to actually get out of the hole, in my opinion. As for AMC, overall market is green. AMC still down 5.8%. They're worried, right? Something is happening right now. And based off of the patterns that I've had drawn out for you guys, I stated that AMC has to at least come back down to this low at around $5.40 before we get the rip. This is essentially something that I'm looking at going forward. Also, guys, since you've made it this far into the video, if you hit my link pinned in the description and in the top of comments, literally downloading Moomoo on your phone or your computer and signing up just like any other brokerage app, you're gonna get up to 20 free stocks and a chance to win $60,000. All you have to do is create an account and make your first deposit. It can literally be a penny, it can be $1. You guys will get these benefits, so make sure to go do that. This is the best promotion I've seen them do. Your money is FDIC insured. It's a great platform. There's customizable earnings calendars. I get the most notifications from Moomoo over any of the platforms I actually have shares on, so they send you news and notifications constantly, and it does help me out with creating more content for you guys because it keeps me up to date. So if you guys want to do that, the link will be down below. What not a better way to close out the video other than touching on Stonko Tracker. 0 shares available to borrow apparently on Stonko Tracker. The latest fee was a 19.5% fee, and the puts are absolutely obliterating the share price in AMC. This, in my opinion, is why you're seeing it drop so hard. The market makers are taking advantage of this. People playing puts are taking advantage of this, and all of the money spent on these 240,000 call contracts is going to be completely wiped by the end of the week. Sadly, in my opinion, we don't see green days this week. If so, maybe flat, slightly green. And this is just my take on the week. But again, guys, go retweet what I pinned to my Twitter profile. We need to start spreading the word so the SEC and Gary Gensler can act on these tokenized securities. This is not going to be something that's going to be wiped under the rug. This has to stay trending. Overall, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button on your way out. It is free and it helps me out very much. We need about 100 more subscribers to hit 8,000 of you guys. So thank you so much for the support. Drop a positive comment, hit the like, and share the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.